So all our items, this is our sprint panel or sprint bucket. So that's how we run with it. So all the items that we just voted on are here now within the sprint. So although there are many, and I mean, talk about the sprint capacity, the team capacity, talk about velocity, but that's not within this content, maybe another time. So payment using bank transfer, bidding. So on that one again, so this will be left here. Then each person that wants to work on the ticket will come and say, okay, development, and then we come to testing. Come to passing, just depend on the tasks that are being run. So here, it's now this ticket that you can say, okay, for the testing, I can do this under 2 hours. I can do this under 3 hours. That's for the single task, not for the whole ticket as such. You can come here again under, okay, for this, I can develop this within 5 hours. Then I can do this within 2 hours. So all of this now sum up to come our efforts here, which is 5. When this is going, this is going, this is going, then when everything is done like that, and this ticket can now be closed and say done. So that means that one is done. So also all that ones till the end of the sprint, while we continue to see our sprint goal. This sprint goal is, our burn down chart. Burn down chart is rather looking funny because people are playing on the. So we can monitor our burn down chart as yes, everybody, especially the Scrum Master needs to monitor that, but everybody can also, while teams are working. And as we know, we have maturing team and we have mature team. So for the maturing team, the Scrum Master needs to be very active, to be on his toe, helping them. But for mature team, they just run with the tasks, and everybody just once the tasks are once the tickets are lined up, they even for maturing team, maybe we now need to assign this one to somebody, assign this one to Valerie, assign this one to Emmanuel. Emmanuel has taken that one. Chris has done this one. Maybe on this ticket too, we say, okay, somebody monitor the whole of this ticket. But for a mature team that already know, they just put the tickets there and everybody comes to pick and then they run with it. And within the sprint, 2 weeks, and this thing, all tickets have been done. But it's not do or die that you must finish all the tickets. But as much as you have said you will do, which is, it's good to finish the ticket, but if you don't, life does not end. So at this point, I want to say thank you, and hope I was not too fast in that. And if there's any question, and over to Mandy. Thank you for coming in and listening to this session today.
I do believe that Solomon has a question. His hand is up, so please feel free to unmute and ask your question.
Yeah, hi, Mr. Tolu. Yeah, I was going to ask, before you do the estimation voting in the poker card that you were using, do you now review what each number represents? Just for instance, let me say I walk up into a new establishment and my team were going to vote. So can I now ask what each number represents before voting? Because I cannot vote without knowing what the numbers represent.
Yeah, so thank you very much for that question. So like I said, they are just arbitrary numbers. They are not really, they don't represent anything outside the team, but within the team, it's just like the slide said, they represent how complex the item we're working on, how risky, and the business value that we're placing on it. That's how we arrive at the story point and the amount of work that will be done on the story. So they don't really represent anything. But I've seen in some I've worked with an organization where they now say 2 story point equals to 2 hours. They say 1 story point is 30 minutes, 2 story point. That again can become cumbersome at some point. So what about if this story point that you said is 2 hours today, then tomorrow somebody else we estimate that story point the same to be 2, and you say it's 2 hours, and the person did not finish it under that 2 hours. Does that mean the person has failed? So we don't want to box ourselves and say that's by time. The story point takes it encompasses all. It takes in the time, takes in the risk, takes in everything, and it allows for flexibility. And again, the Scrum Master and the team needs to watch it that they're not just giving bogus estimation. So, but at some point again, if a team has been together for a good time, those story points cannot converge to a range of time. You now say, okay, we know that anytime we are working on landing page tickets relating to signing, we've been doing it for 30 story point, and 30 story point has always been like 1 hour for us. So we cannot assume that, okay, anytime we have this kind of thing, we can assume that we can do it within a range. And even at that, you don't just say 3 hours, 2 hours, a range maybe can now say between 1 to 5 hours. That's when over time, the team has been able to monitor, have been able to establish a consistency with those kind of tickets. They've been working on those kind of sprint in, sprint out. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, thank you very much. No problem, no problem. Thank you.
Thank you. Tunji, your hand is up.
All right, thank you. Thank you. My question is, after the team already has a team velocity, so let's say the team velocity is 20 for each sprint, and while estimating the story points, your story points, cumulative story points is, let's say, 24. Do you move 4 story points to the next backlog, or what do you do? Thank you.
Yeah, so again, team dynamics comes into play, where so how did you arrive at 24 story points in the first instance? I mean, maybe maybe you took on more than what you're supposed to take into the sprint, and the sprint are not even started. So it depends on what the team now agrees on. So should we go for these? Should we go for the extra 4? Do you have the capacity to work on it, that we will not be burnt out? Or if it's something that we can look through, maybe break one story, or even take a story back to the backlog. Yes, anything can happen within this thing, but we are looking at the sprint goal and the sprint goal and the product goal. Everything. So there needs to be a discussion there that will favor the team and that will favor the product. I usually tell my team, I want a happy team. An happy team means a happy product. A happy team means an happy increment. If your team, they are fatigued, if they are burnt out, find out that there will be a lot of technical debt, there'll be a lot of things that will just scale through. But if they are motivated, they are not working beyond their capacity, find out that the turnover will be faster than you taking on so many at some point, and then towards the end you are broken down. So they will they will have to come to an agreement. So and as we know, Scrum is all about continuous improvement, continuous learning. If we take it on today, we take it on the 24th and find out that at the end of it, we couldn't do it. So next time, that will be a no-no for everybody. So we now have a historical data that you remember when we did this is what happened. So better go for less than to go for more. And if they're able to scale to again, yes, that can also boost the morale of the team that we took on extra story point and were able to deliver. Thank you.